Hey there! So today we have another review. This is New Belgium's La Folie. So this is a pretty important beer. This is one that I haven't had in quite a while, so I saw it recently. Thought I'd pick it up. This is their food age sour brown ale. This was bottled. Yeah, wow, been a while. They bottled conditioned for that long. Interesting. I think they might have bottled conditioned for like 6 to 9 months because this was bottled almost a year ago, going on 10 months. So and I just picked it up. So pretty cool. This is arguably the most important American sour ale. Probably. You guys can probably post some other beers out there. I mean, the Russian River beers are pretty important, but this is maybe the OG for American sour beer. Well, not literally the OG, but like one of the most important. When I'm Beer Advocate, the first review of this beer is 10 years old. And I believe this beer is being produced even before then. So, really exciting stuff. Comes in a nice, what is it, 375? Yeah, 375. What kind of notes? I got all kinds of tasting notes. Yeah, America's pioneering sour ale, La Folie. Yeah, so literally, as I said. So let's dig in beer compared to the notes. Beer is a wonderful kind of light brown, mahogany color, not like medium brown color. Yeah, looks almost like a brown ale. I mean, sour brown. So there you go. Exactly. Nice sand head on that guy as you swirl it. A little bit of like ruby and garnet hues on the edges. Nice, pretty looking beer. On the nose, I mean, pretty nice. This is food age, really complex mixed fermentation going on here. So you get all kinds of stuff. You get wood, you get a little bit of butter. I get a little bit of kind of like, I said butter, but like buttery biscuit. A little bit of wood character. There's this lingering kind of like a dried, shriveled apple thing going on. Some like plum skin, red apple, anise, acetic acid, balsamic vinegar, mostly apple cider vinegar, red wine vinegar. Sweetness in there too. Again, more of that kind of biscuit. Caramelized apple, Halloween like candied apple. All this stuff going on. Baking spices, nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon. It's crazy. Cheers. So, despite it smelling so or decently acidic on the palate or in the nose, pretty balanced on the palate. Wow, really restrained. A really nice, fun carb on it. It's quite prickly. Now as a way more of the acidity is quite bright. I'm getting a solid amount of lactic in here. You get a good amount of this kind of like all kinds of appley character. There's a good amount of this kind of apple cider flavor, and also just like apple cider actual, like what we call apple cider in America. So like the unpasteurized or maybe unpasteurized, but the cloudy stuff you buy during Thanksgiving. Tart cherries, a lot of stone fruit, plums for days. I'd say dark plum, not like green plum or pluot. Even like a light tart strawberry character on here. A lot of fruitiness. Oak hits in a little bit, so I get a little bit, like maybe a little bit hint of like toastiness. It's a large fooder, so it really shouldn't offer that much wood character. So I'm really getting more of this kind of like just acidic drying character. There might be some THP in here because it does dry out very aggressively. THP is a sour, quote unquote, all flavor. Well, I guess all flavor. It could be attenuation, but it's just like hollowness almost in the beer. Really nice. I mean, that's good sour beer. What can you say? There's so much complexity to it. I think it's hard to sort of judge them because you listen to Sour Hour podcast and it's just like good sour beer is good sour beer. It does all kinds of different things. There are different balances on the different acids in it, the ester profiles, the alcohol. There's so many fun things you do with mixed fermentation, and I think I love the expression that you can get. Same thing with, obviously, you can do a lot of things with ale and lager fermentation, but mixed fermentation and sourness, I think it's just like you add another element and then you bring another spectrum. It's like 2D, 3D. I don't think that's the best analogy, but that's sort of my point. It's like, you know, you have so many dimensions with a single strain fermentation, and then you bring in Brett and lactic and acetic producing bacteria, and then just like so much more going on. So, well, let's see. Blah blah Flanders, sour brown ale. They use huge fooders. I've never actually been there, but I've seen the pictures. And so they come with select fooders, blah blah, and then it comes with green apple, deep cherry, dark chocolate, and tannin-like plum skin notes. So that's the oak that I was maybe tasting, but it's plum skin tannic notes. I wonder how you get tannic notes without the contact with the actual fruit. All right. Super drinkable. Yeah, I think this is like, I think the best analogy would be this is like the unfruited version and the really accessible version of something like Russian River Consecration. But it's really nice and tasty. The funny thing about this beer is as you drink it more, you taste more of the brown ale, which is weird. Then again, I remember last time I had an actual Flanders Oud Bruin. Yeah, maybe I need to go to the store and buy some Gutenbahn. I don't even know if they sell Gutenbahn. I don't think they sell Gutenbahn, but as you drink it more, you get more acclimated to the acidity because it's just not that piercing, and it just more just slowly. Honestly, it tastes more like an infected beer. Having gone out of my way to, had a bottle of infected Bourbon County barley wine and drank it because out of enjoyment. It's infected brown ale in the most complimentary way you could talk about this beer and the effect of Bourbon County, because that beer is good too. Yeah, I think this is a very approachable beer. I think for people that aren't really into beer, I think you'd find them to maybe like it. It really is not that sour. Maybe I'm somewhat acclimated, but it's like verging. It's sour, but like sour tart. You know, it's somewhere like the acidity that you get in a fruit. I think if someone actually eats fruit and actually like bites into apples and plums and stuff, they're okay with this. If someone eats candy all day, they're not going to enjoy this. The acidity is definitely there. It's a really nice kind of stone fruity acidity, especially someone that maybe might eat things that are not fully all the way ripe. You don't always have to eat something that's always just like mushy, almost rotten ripe. Sometimes the acidity is great in fruit. And get a nice, really kind of nice base of this kind of like light cocoa note, like light toasted breadiness dancing in there, almost like they probably use something like Munich in here, probably Munich. And the acidity's not piercing, really nice balance on it, all the stone fruit, nice balance of not too much acetic. It really not extremely vinegar forward, lactic acetic balance, really nice. Solid 94 on this guy. That is New Belgium La Folie. Let me know when last time you had this. Fantastic. Until next one, guys. Cheers later.